Hello friends, in this particular video we are actually going to talk about the play sheet which we would be using for this entrepreneur board game. In the very starting of the game you would be provided a link of a Google Drive from where you can download this game sheet. It is highly advisable that you download the sheet and keep it on your local drive so that on one screen you have the Tabletopia running the game, and on the other you have this game sheet which you have to keep on filling as the game proceeds. So to start with, you have to define which customer persona you are choosing. So for example, I am choosing the youth of 25 to 29 years who are working and single. It is good to populate your customer persona as good as possible. If you want, you can also give a name to this customer persona, because then you are actually referring to them by a name. It is actually a very common practice, and in the world of startups and even in big companies, they give a persona to this individual. So for example, my customer persona is someone called Alice. Okay. It's a fictional name, and there is no actual one Alice, but Alice is one character whom I am actually defining and going to use all my information to refer to the customer itself. Now I have to define whether what I am offering is a product or a service, and it has to be very clear. The product is something which is tangible, you can touch, feel and see, where service is something where you are serving the customer but not giving them or handing out something tangible as such. So software as a service is categorized as a service. You can define whatever you want to do. A product is something which can be a place or a product or things like that. So for the sake of this exercise, I am using product. So I am making a product for someone who is in this age group, and understanding my customer persona, Alice, in a better way, I can say that she is working, she is single, she is always looking for some adventure or some recreational activity. So why not I am actually trying to make a product which is going to help her into making her life easier. So for example, if it is going to be a game or a board game, for example, so I am making a product for which is a board game for the youth involving strategy and skills. Okay. It is just a fictional idea which I have come up with, because I am going to build my venture around it. Okay, you can choose any of your idea. For the sake of this game, you can choose any fictional idea, or even if you can, if you are working on a concrete idea, then you can place it over here and try to see how it is going. Moving forward, you can see there are description. There is inflow, which is a debit, outflow, which is credit, cash, equity, the customer multiplier, and the revenue multiplier. Okay, so how the game starts? In the very starting, we all have been given 100,000 as a cash and the equity which is 100% with us. As the game proceed, either there would be an inflow or an outflow, and whatever is going to be is going to impact the cash in hand. In some of the situation, we may have to give away our equity, which will reduce the equity, and that is why by the end of the game we are left up with a lesser equity than 100%. Throughout the game, the whole objective is to acquire the customer. So this column is very important. In the very starting, it may remain blank for some turns, but afterwards you have to try to work around so that this customer number keep on increasing. And the customer multiplier and revenue multiplier is two things which is going to keep on changing as you are playing the game, and you have to keep on populating it over here. So for an example, if I may say that I go for academics, because I landed up on that particular thing, and I have an investment of around 40,000. So sorry, I have kept it over wrong. It is not an inflow, it is an outflow. So I have to give 40,000 to get into academic institution, and you can see my cash has actually get reduced by it. Okay, so in the same way you can keep on doing this particular thing, and this will proceed. Please don't change this column, because there is a formula. It's a very simple formula. The formula says that whatever cash I had in the previous term, plus if there is some inflow, minus if there is some outflow. Very simple like that. But just to avoid this calculation effort to you guys, we have kept this particular thing in such a way that you just populate whether it's an outflow or an inflow, and your cash is going to change. So for example, it is not true, but I'm just saying that after a few rounds, if there is a revenue which we have generated, and obviously if it is a revenue, then it is an inflow, and I can say that 100,000 has came in. So you can see my cash has actually get reflected accordingly. Fine. I think that is pretty simple and self-explanatory.